Hello wonderful people, our this barrister Ukonu, and I welcome you back to today's BrainBox series. And in today's series, we're considering the topic titled, What Keeps You in Demand? What exactly keeps you in demand? And that's what we're going to be finding out in this series. What keeps you in demand is said to be your value. And that's why it's been said that you strive not to be a success, but rather strive to be a value. Because true value creates a need for what you offer, ensuring you remain relevant and sought after. People who know their worth tend to attract better opportunities without the need to constantly prove what themselves. Consistently adding value is more vital than achieving a quick success, because value keeps you in demand. You cannot pour out from an empty glass because you can't give what you don't have. In law, we call it nemo dat quod non habet. There is no way you can give what you do not have. And you pour out from the place of abundance. And the place of abundance where you pour from is from where they have been fed in it, and they have been rooted inwards, which project outward. And this comes from the place of actual knowledge and persistency in developing what yourself. Perception is said to be reality, but you need to pay attention to how you show up. It's not just enough for you to show up for that business deal. It's not just enough for you to show up for that contract. It's not just enough for you to show up for that interview, but how you show up matters. Because being said, the way you dress is the way you are being addressed. There is no way you have something on the inside before people will see what you have on the inside. First and foremost, they would have seen what you have what's on the outside. That is what we call branding. Your brand is what sells for you. Sometimes you don't have much on the inside, but people already buy into what you have what's on the outside, because you have already branded yourself in such a way that's so likable. That's what we're talking about with value. Imagine showing up for an interview and you're so tattered, and imagine what your interviewer, what it will look like, because you've already created a wrong impression. So perception is reality, and the way people perceive you what matters. You are not paid for getting out of your bed. Let's get that into our head. We are not paid for getting out of our bed, but you're paid for the value that crams into your minute. What are the value that crams into your minute? These are the things. These are what you are paid for, because value responds to productivity. Value does not respond to the number of time that you're spent on a particular thing, but the productive nature of what you have brought out of the little time that you've spent on something. The value your time commend, or the value your time commands, is what determines. And that's why we need to note that success is based on the value that you bring to the market table. What value do you bring to the market table is very important for you to note that, so that we don't miss it in life. Because value is what keeps you at the marketplace. Value is what keeps you there, because without value you are dead on arrival, or you are dead with whatever thing that you have in your hand, and in constant demand. You have to keep improving yourself, because value is what keeps the business person in the place of business. When you lose value, you lose customers. When you lose value, you lose finances. When you lose value, you lose potential investors, because there is no value, and there must be a consistency, a pattern of what you bring to the table. Don't just be everywhere. Know your brand, know how you want to package yourself, and know the value you want to bring to the market table. You need to be very dynamic about it, because this is what keeps you in demand. Everyone is in demand, but it depends on how you want to stay relevant, because not everyone brings value to the market table. The market only offers sales or supply to those who brings value in the place of market. Now, even as an individual, it is the value you put in yourself that brings about the result for you. As a society without value, you see there will be chaos. So value is needed in everything that we do. Therefore, let's create value, be relevant, and stay in productivity, not the amount of time that you spend in a thing. Let's get that one thing into ourselves. But it is the response. Value responds to productivity. Therefore, keep yourself in demand by being valuable. Activate your brain box today.